What's up, everybody? We're back with some more Nova Drift.
Yeah.
Before we begin, I'd like to thank Ultra Viper, Nadawa, Erdy, Dr. Aardvark MD, and Whiplash for being over as our Patreon. If you'd like to be over our Patreon, go to patreon.com/see link in the description.
Ooh.
And today, I am doing a build mostly based on spite.
Look, sometimes you do what you gotta do.
Because there was a comment. Recently, I had a video where I apologized to the Siphon Shield because it was better than I thought it was after, using it. And then someone in the comments, I don't remember who, and I don't care.
Damn.
Yeah. Look, I was really irritated about it because I've gone over this plenty of times before, and yeah. They were like, you should apologize to Incendiary Strike too, because you never take that. And I do take it. I take it for one of my favorite builds that I'm going to be doing today. It's just that Incendiary Strike is good in very specific situations. Not every mod is good in every situation. Incendiary Strike, for those who don't know, it increases your... it applies a burn to the enemy equal to 125% of your weapon damage. Which does sound amazing in any circumstance, except that damage does not stack on itself. If you hit him again, that damage does not multiply, it just overwrites itself. So if you are hitting many, many times with very little damage, it amounts to not very much. And a lot of the builds in this game involve weapons that hit many, many times.
Also, wee woo on the
Yeah,
bananas.
yeah, I'm doing a little banana action. It's fine. But yes, you hit many, many, many times with very, very little damage, so it's just not worth taking. So I'm going to do a build that it's actually good with, and then the world can rejoice because I'm taking Incendiary Strike, which is a good talent in very specific situations. And for everyone who doesn't leave sassy comments, I apologize, but it's been a trying week and I'm tired of it.
Well, look, it's the weekend now. Deep breaths.
So, for the record, Railgun is probably the best weapon for this because you can make just big railgun shots that do a ton of damage. And that Incendiary Strike will be very useful. Candescence is also going to be a good pick here because I'm going to be adding so much burn damage. But I'll probably pick up Bravado first because Bravado increases my rate of fire projectile spread, which won't matter because we're doing one big shot, but velocity. And velocity is actually somewhat hard to get. There's only so many talents that do it.
Yeah, it also increases your crit chance, which is also very hard to get.
Yes, because this is the only body that really does it. Well,
Right.
Unless you do like Phantom Strike and stuff like that.
You're right.
Similarly, Evolutionary Niche, if it's going to be right there, I suppose I'll take it. And then eventually we're just going to go big boy charge shot, just one...
Strike.
Yeah, just one single thing.
Well, you even need Singular Strike? I mean, it still boosts it, right?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll strike singularly. In fact, I might volley now. Well, I don't want to volley necessarily because it's going to lower my velocity. And I don't remember if volley singular strike railgun is better than non-volley singular strike railgun, so I'll probably avoid it. And that's singularly a pun intended, I guess, an issue with railgun because railgun's the only weapon in the game that's damage scales with velocity.
Right, so losing the 10% velocity might not be worth the 2 projectiles.
Correct.
I think it's probably fine.
Well, because it lowers the velocity, and I believe it also lowers individual damage. Like, it's like a double whammy for Railgun.
Okay. You can always just do, like, twin strikes.
Oh, yeah, if we find twin strikes, that's definitely good.
Payload.
I'll grab the payload here. There's a couple of things there I wanted, but payload is leads us into charge shot. We're gonna want the charge shot.
It also just makes the individual hits significantly stronger in the meantime. Triple tap is
pretty good. Oh, got him.
Perfect.
Just as intended.
Drone specialist.
Drone specialist. Discord orbs. I'm actually going to grab the Discord orbs, not only because I'm the people's champion and it's what people want, but also because with a singularly focused, singular strike, big damage railgun build,
having friendos of any kind is helpful.
Yeah, damage that you can kind of do to the little swarmy guys is pretty good. I think I'm gonna roll here. I want Splinter eventually, but I don't want
double tap. You want the other one.
Double tap won't be bad eventually, but I'm going to want to get charge shot, and then I'm going to want to get siege weaponry.
Yeah.
And then we can have some fun.
You want some safety? Do you want to set up the Candescence?
Again, I will need Candescence eventually. I'll also need Hull Strength eventually, and Hull Strength actually helps me out right now.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking.
Homing Strike is fine. That also helps with a bit of the swarminess, and those shots don't get eaten up by Singular Strike, so I'll always have those just to kind of help out with various riff-raff.
Oh man, look at them.
They swarm.
They were trying for the swarm.
And then I'll probably get Warp Strike because, you know, just in case I miss or just the bullet is so strong it just penetrates the enemy and come back around for another pass.
That's an early obsession.
It is an early obsession, but I can't think of... Like, the only things that I think I would really get are Twin Strikes and Evolutionary Niches, and they both have downsides. Evolutionary Niche, I don't mind the downside as much as you do, and then Twin Strikes, I don't think you mind the downside as much as I do.
So it balances out. That means we take it, right?
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna die, aren't we?
No.
See, this is just 3% is a lot. If we were playing a tankier thing, but I have amp shield and I'm an assault body. Like if I was a thicker boy, I need warpath. Well, I don't need warpath because I already have triple tap. I need concentrated blast because we will be picking antimatter rounds here.
Yeah, there you go.
Because that increases damage and size and all that fun stuff.
And I think short term, I think the concentrated blast helps the Discord orbs.
I believe so.
They're based on your blast damage.
Let's see.
Your shield goes down a lot, but that is Maelstrom.
Maelstrom is nice, but my shield does go down a lot, and I'm probably going to be Tempesting it, so I don't know.
Tempesting amp seems to be a common thing.
If I'm amping, I tend to Tempest. I'll grab a Rupture. Let's see. Try not to get myself blown up here. Velocity. This is a core bit of this build. Okay. We're almost certainly going to get yelled at here. I took out one nub. Charge shot. Calibrate is also a very important one that's going to be on the list. Come on, one more nub. There we go. Now I don't get yelled at. Ah, he still yelled at me.
Oh, you got two nubs and he still yelled at you?
And then I killed him.
Killed him. That just seems like an insult at that point.
It is because it was.
Ooh, Phantom Strike.
I don't plan on smacking into people.
Well, you don't plan on it.
Look, Phantom Striking can easily get you killed if it puts you in a position that you're
Absolutely
not prepared for. Alright, so we definitely want to get anti-meta rounds now. We should probably start working on skirmish because I'm going to want both Blitz and Terminate and probably Essence Sap.
Damn. Ooh, Essence Sap with a weapon that doesn't fire that often?
Yes, because I think anti-meta rounds is going to hurt.
Yeah, it's going to hurt a bit.
But yeah, it increases size and velocity and damage. Like, it's good.
It's good. But is it too early to take?
Well, as we have, like, nothing to save ourselves from damage, probably.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the siege weaponry now.
Okay.
Because that will allow us to recharge much faster. That was the comet sound followed by like several exclamation points. One of them was the comet, and the rest was just other enemies showing up. So it really tried to hit me with the old bait and switch.
Yeah.
Let's see. Absorption is good because that leads into Rancor.
Yeah.
Skirmish is good because that leads into a bunch of other stuff. Thrusters is good because it leads into Blink, which also leads into, well, Deadly Wake for Tempest Break, Blink and also because of Warp Strike.
Yeah. So you got a lot of things you want here.
I think I'm gonna go Skirmish first because getting Blitz and Terminate and all that stuff going will be, I think, a little bit more make or break. And then I gotta start working on getting like flash shielding and all that for Tempest Break as well. We got a lot of things to work on.
Yeah. It's like it's an engineer build or something.
Almost. Also, I just walked right into that.
And it popped your shield.
Yeah, we don't have any of that Tempest Break stuff that I was just talking about. Oh no. Putting all those guys on top of each other to explode is kind of nice. Alright, there's Blitz. I need Juggernaut for Singular Strike. There's Calibrate, which is also very good.
Calibrate is huge for...
yeah, Saturation Fire is also
Railgun.
nice, because Saturation Fire... well, I guess it doesn't matter, because Saturation Fire is more for a continuously firing weapon.
Yes, but Calibrate...
Yeah, Calibrate is very good.
Because Calibrate increases velocity, and as you said, it's not easy to do.
But Blitz also will do a lot of extra damage and unlock Essence Sap, so I think I still have to get that first. Kaboom. Let's see. We'll go for thrusters here. Getting Blink and stuff online is always nice. I like my Blink. Oh.
And it's a boost!
There we go. Let's just blow up the guy in the middle, let it explode outwards. Again, plenty of things that I want. I think I'm going to grab Deadly Wake, because just lean into that, at least for now. See, choices are always easier if they just give you one of the things you need. When it gives you everything that you need, then it feels bad, because then you gotta choose. So you can tell we don't have Terminate yet.
Yeah, but you still do so much damage.
Yeah. I don't even have the reason why I took this build yet.
Huh.
I suppose we gotta grab that at some point, too. Although, I suppose now that I think about it, it'd be funnier not taking it on the one build I can really use it.
It'd be funnier, but it would kind of defeat the purpose of the rant.
Look, Spite takes on many forms. Okay, we're gonna grab this snipe here. Now we're railgunning.
Bonk.
And oh, I thought that was gonna do it. That'll do it.
Would have done it had you had Incendiary Strike.
Yeah, but haven't gotten it yet.
I know. I'm picking. Just damn.
Let's see. If you're doing big grenades, that's also a good candidate for Incendiary Strike. But a lot of the weapons in this game are meant for just multi-firing shenanigans.
Yeah.
So it's not good in every single build.
I'm personally in the camp that even if the numbers don't stack, if your weapon damage is at least decent, then it's still worth picking up if you don't have other things that you need.
It depends on if there's other mods available that would increase your stats better.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, if there's other things that you don't need, but like, it's one of those things where like I look at it, like flak, for example. Flak obviously hits many times, so most of that isn't going to get affected by it. But if your flak shots are doing, 100 damage a piece, that's still an extra 125 burn damage.
Which in the grand scheme of things is negligible at best. If you singular strike that flak and you're doing big boy flak damage, then absolutely do it.
Well, of course, if you're doing the flak, but
there's my warp strike. But there's also antimatter rounds, and I plan on doing a lot of squirreling around at the moment.
Yeah. But like I will very often pick up the Candescence tree personally. So I'm like any extra burn that I can do is just more healing. Even if it's not a ton of burn.
Yeah, but at that point it's not a lot of healing because it's not doing a lot of damage, and it's 0.4% of your burn damage comes out as recovery. So it's not particularly strong. Masteries.
That's one of those things, and I'm not saying that my way is better. Like clearly you have the higher score, so clearly you know what you're talking about. It's just for me, I'm constantly like, I don't understand how 125% extra damage is less important than a 1% hull and shields. Sort of in certain situations, like there's definitely if there's other mods that are available,
because 1% hull and shields, like percentage stuff stacks better than flat damage stuff, and you can, like, survivability is more important than damage in general anyway. But when it comes to damage, like, I can increase my damage more efficiently through most other talents. I can increase my damage more efficiently by just taking Ataraxia and not taking levels. I will increase my damage more than that Incendiary Strike, and I will be getting more defensive options. So in that case, it is better just not to take it in many build situations.
Is Ataraxia more? Again, Ataraxia
It depends on what your weapons are. It always depends on that. If you have a big damage weapon, or at least even like a moderately damaging weapon, then Incendiary Strike could be worth it. But this game is built on very few big damaging weapons, and more often than not, weapons that do a lot of little damage.
Well, yes, I'm not arguing the fact that it is far, far, far better. Like when you get it here, it's going to be very obvious that it's a monstrously efficient talent.
Yes. And that's really what it's all about. It's about efficiency. Am I saying it is completely useless whenever you take it? No. Obviously it helps. Like, it doesn't do nothing. I just think that it doesn't do enough for me to warrant to take it.
Yeah.
It's like, if your big thing is taking it, more power to you. But I don't think it's efficient enough for me to take a lot of the time if I'm not doing a big power weapon. And there we go. I feel like I still don't have like half my mods yet, and that was already wave 100.
Yeah.
Ooh. There's a Twin Strike.
No, Twin Strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's harder to come by. It's a little scary, but it's fine.
Yeah, but 1 or 2 Twin Strikes isn't bad. And especially once you get Singular Strike, that's gonna be huge. Oh boy.
Bonk.
There goes the shield.
Yeah, the shield's gone most of the time anyway. I've just come to expect its absence. Blink away. Oh, hello. Just fidget spawner extraordinaire. Well, let's tamp it all down into one big shot.
Oh, good blink.
Taking a bit of damage. Ow, ow, ow.
Yep.
Okay. Casual 30,000 damage shot.
Yeah, those properly hit blitz strikes are very nice.
The old blitz crits.
Yeah. Why you assault?
Yeah. Well, here it is. I don't have Incandescence yet, but Incendiary Strike. Now to hit a guy that'll actually live through it.
Boost!
That is another thing that's against it, but this is one of the things that I actually won't hold against it too much, which is, by and large, Incendiary Strike, when you have high damage, is sometimes not as worth it, because a lot of the things die in one hit and don't have a chance to even utilize it. It's only good for the bigger boys. Okay, I think we can...
Absorption is nice and safe. You can always re-roll for better stuff. There's the Warp Strike if you want it.
Yeah, well, we'll get the Warp Strike going.
Bully Strike.
Something like that.
Yep, when you got the Warp Strike, you're just like, I'm gonna fire the other way. Kill you.
It's nice having the option. You don't have to be amazingly accurate. The shots will probably find somebody.
Especially with the triple tap. You just slowly turn yourself and fire, and the 3 shots will go different ways and eventually hit their targets.
Okay. Let's get the old Candescence here.
I was gonna say an ally specialist. Get yourself a guardian ally. Keep your shield up more often.
Guardian ally.
Yeah, you don't do that super often, and it's
weird.
I know, but it's safety. You clearly don't need the damage help from the ally. Instead of going Tempest with the shield, you could just beef it up and keep it big, or keep the shield up more often.
It's the energy shield. It's so small that it's not worth putting that much investment into keeping it up when it's just too weak. Plus, I'm already half invested because I already went all the way down to Deadly Wake.
Well, I mean, Deadly Wake's just a good thing to have. You got Candescence. That helps, as you said, it's like the Discord orbs. It helps with the riffraff.
It just helps look cool. What we need to find is something that doesn't immediately die in one hit. So we can actually see the power of Incendiary Strike.
There's been a couple of enemies here and there.
Yeah, I mean, they're like the run killer enemies, you know, like Wave 200, big boys, you know, just
absolutely.
like giant stuff like that. That's where it really shines.
There's that ally. You also have 12 rerolls.
Yeah. Getting Purge is nice because that sets up deflag. Deflag is quite nice.
Do you want deflag?
Yes. Because destroying a burning enemy will consume and ignites the stuff. They're going to be burning for quite a lot because of Incendiary Strike. And then it's going to pop and burn other things. So it's pretty good. Deflag is one of those things where if you're going fire even remotely, you might as well get it because it's just there's no downside. It's all upside all the time.
There's a lot of text on that, and I don't think I've ever fully read the damn thing.
It's just if something dies while it is burning, it explodes into burning, and then anything that's near it takes that burning damage. Oh man, I fired and I missed.
And then I reloaded, and then I fired, then I missed, and I took a nap.
Had a popsicle. We're definitely not getting hidden power, but
Grandeur.
Hey, Grandeur, some extra levels. Now, Purification is like how much do I want to lean into getting some recovery and or...
Right.
Because this will lower my weapon damage by 30%, which is a lot.
That's a lot.
But it will increase my burn damage by 20%.
Yep. Plus it keeps the ignite going longer, and it
So-
recovers you based on the burn.
So as this is an Incendiary Strike build, theoretically I can allow Incendiary Strike to shine more by getting Purification, because Ignite will do less damage, but then it will do more damage, making up for most of it, but then also do a lot of recovery and stay on for a bit longer. So in this particular instance, it is side grade to slight downgrade, but I'll do it anyway just for a little bit of flavor.
Yeah. And that, with this specific kind of a weapon, you're trading the damage for the safety. But at the same time, when your main attack is doing that kind of damage,
Yeah. But it could be doing 30% more damage.
yes, but it doesn't need to do 30% more.
No, right now it doesn't. In the future it might.
The survivability that it presents is far outstrips the potential damage loss.
In some situations. I still need to get flash shielding. Force armor's not bad, but I have plenty of rerolls to look for flash shielding. We're definitely not getting corrosion. Corrosion is just 10% weapon damage downgrade, and then the corrosive stacks don't matter because we're just killing everything in 1-2 shots anyway. Splinter is not a terrible idea. I did say I'd want to get Splinter eventually. I might just grab Splinter now, because that also helps with the area stuff that tends to happen in deeper waves.
Potentially, because once again, Splinter is one of those things where it only goes off if the projectile doesn't kill.
Yeah, and if the projectile does kill, then I'm not worried, but there's going to be big waves of a lot of nonsense and like a juggernaut.
Yeah. I just know that particularly with charge shot, that 15% rate of fire can be pretty rough.
But since we have siege weaponry, it doesn't matter as much.
Fair enough.
So you'll notice I've been able to charge my weapon just as frequently as before. Oh, there's my flash shielding. Oh, hello, Surprise Seraph. Goodbye, Surprise Seraph. That's the kind of damage that you want. Enough to where it's just like a Surprise Seraph shows up and you just go away. Oh, hello, Surprise Seraph, number 2. Oh, this is wave 200. You're actually not Surprise Seraph. You're intended Seraph?
You are fully expected, Seraph.
Well, now he's dead. Well, maybe not fully expected, because I was clearly surprised. And I can just kind of shoot in a general direction, and things will die. Things will go away. Ooh. we want to stonk?
Let's see.
I mean, probably double tap.
Yeah, double tap. You can stonk Evolutionary Niche.
Oh, yeah, that's another good one. Well...
because you've got Amp Shield, you could stonk Defiance.
Well, the shield's only going to be up some of the time. And it should probably also be working on getting, emergency systems at some point.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like
if the shield's only up some of the time, you get Defiance for when it's down some of the time. Which Defiance will both keep you safe when your shield is down, which is frequent, and will reduce the self-damage that you take from the antimatter rounds.
And the siege weaponry.
And the siege weaponry. So yeah, I think Defiance is another potential good option here for your stonks. Shoot him right in the face. Don't even...
Oh. Kind of lost track of myself there for a second. Let's go over here.
I'm pretty sure that you bounced off of that Celestial, redirecting its positioning, which is kind of impressive. His movement pattern looked a little off.
Okay, let's just take a minute. Let's see.
Crazy burn. If you're going flash shielding, having your shield explode is good.
Absorption and/or force armor is pretty good.
Absorption is good. You still don't have Rancor.
I still don't have Rancor. And then at a certain point, I'm probably going to want to get power reserves just so I can move again.
Yep. And I'm in charge at the same time. Not well, anyway. That is a status little supply train.
Yeah, they're a little tiny. Look, here's another little tiny one.
That was slightly bigger.
Little baby train. And
that one's actually way better because there's a boost in there. There it is!
I almost wanted to winnow, but I need stabilization for power reserves.
Oh, yeah. That would have been a good winnow, though.
Yeah, it would have been a good winnow.
One thing.
Because I would have happily gotten rid of all that other stuff.
And rainbows. Actually, those rainbows are very fast. Hard to appreciate those rainbows.
But regardless, all of these guys here, they're tasting the rainbow.
Yeah.
Oh, that shield.
Oh, that's okay. The burn will get him. Shoot him anyway. I was like, does the burn stack go on even if the damage doesn't hit through the shield? Do you know?
I doubt it, but I can't say that I'm 100% sure.
We'll have to science it sometime.
I'm sure that situation will happen again.
Yeah, next time there's a big dude with a shield, shoot him anyway. Well, hey, Punchy.
Goodbye, Punchy.
Well, poor guy. He didn't deserve that.
Ah, you don't know that.
Satisfying.
Oh, look at all those spider boys.
Satisfying. He said, "See you later, boys."
Ugh.
That was a little bad. I'm sorry. Rancor.
Do I get Rancor before I get power reserves? How?
Yes, you're fine.
While I'm charging, my thrust penalty is just I'm standing still now.
Yes, but then you fire and everything dies.
Only if I also get hit. Also, did you see the the blitz wave on that thing?
Yeah. Ooh, that's a little wee woo.
Yeah. Get those lasers away from me.
Your poor shield just can't. Oh, shit.
Well, that's why we need emergency systems. Working on it. I say I'm working on it. I haven't even gotten any of the prerequisites for it yet because this is a surprisingly mod-hungry build. I need and/or want a lot of different things.
Boost! I couldn't tell if any of those guys actually took hits while they were shielded.
I forgot we were testing.
I mean, they died so quick, it was hard to tell. I like the slow wave of mines. Just like here, let's give you one, and then one, and then one.
Look, we don't want to overwhelm you. You've had a rough day. Let's just give you something easy.
Well, it hasn't been your day, your week, your month.
Or even your year. Oh, I am in much
Oh, yeah.
lose.
Yeah? Oh, boy. Your shield's back. Good blink.
And then we're fine.
Yeah, shield's back, and your health is back.
It's like I can stay in good nick most of the time, but it's pretty quick to. Oh yeah, I hit that guy while shielding, and
Yeah, that guy
nothing
did
really
not.
happened. Oh well.
Do you want?
The kinetic boost is what I need to go over into systems, but double tap.
Now, do you want the double tap? Because it's double tap, not twin strike.
Double tap would be preferable because twin strike, there's too many downsides. I counteract most of the downsides of double tap by having siege weaponry with charge shot, but I don't need that right now. Whereas getting kinetic boost in the emergency system is something that I actively need by virtue of the whole almost dying several times.
Yeah, the whole being dead thing.
Oh, guys, please.
Man, you gotta get power reserves.
I know.
I saw you charging and running away at top speed, and that top speed was not. That top speed was not. Rybones Bowser.
I'm so
accelerated
fast.
past you.
I'm so fast that my speed is immeasurable. Or I'm so slow that my speed is immeasurable. Oh, hello, Spry Seraph. Goodbye, Spry Seraph.
Damn. Isn't that nice?
Oh, was it nice for him to surprise me like that? I'm just showing up unannounced. Lots of shields. Shielding that one idiot.
It was shielded but burning. Like every so often, I'll catch that. There'll be like a shielded enemy burning, and I'm like, did he get nicked by something?
Yeah, it's like I don't know if he was on fire before or not. Things are coming in hot and heavy now.
Now, I'll also say, and this is going to be a weird one. Incendiary strike is better on these high damage weapons, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
However, you're getting more incendiary strike work out of the shots that are coming off your sides, because anything that your main gun hits just dies.
Well, I'm more concerned about the bigger, badder boys.
Yes.
At which point, it absolutely helps in murdering them to death. Oh, there's my Tempest Break. I'm not taking 4 Twin Strikes. It for the memes, it would be great. But I think we can agree that I don't need more damage. I feel like my damage is pretty good. But Tempest Break is going to be quite helpful. Oh, we got a nice slow mine wave here. I appreciate you not saying it, but we're at wave 300 at 2 million damage.
Yeah. 2 million. Oh, don't get.
It's okay. I got blinks, baby.
That was a very good blink. Your life flashed before my eyes.
Is that how that works?
That's like the wee woo was on the tip of my tongue, and I saw the blink.
I looked at the score and I was like, I know you don't want to say 2 million is here, so I'll say it. And then wave 300 showed up, and I was like, oh god. Also, hi.
How many seraphs are they gonna throw at you?
Enough until I die.
He's not letting you charge up a good one either. Oh boy. There you go. You let him burn for a minute to get the health back. Oh, except no, you don't have. No, you do have purification.
I do. Yeehaw. Also, this is a top 10er.
Congratulations.
I mean, it's one of my favorite builds, so I'm not too surprised. Yeah. And I don't play my favorite builds too often because the memes for the lol. How many seraphs will there be?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Go away. Whew. Was that like the 6th Seraph?
It was a lot.
Also, mines!
Oh,
The mines was gonna be the thing that got me. I never got emergency systems.
Nope.
Never got
systems would have saved you there.
I never got emergency systems. I never got power reserves. Like for a non-element or a non-engineering build, this was a very thirsty build.
Yeah, you got stonks and then never got the chance to use it. And yet you still high scored. So
this is how incinerate. You know what? Good enough. 8th place.
Not bad.
It was good enough.
Yeah.
So
and now the minimum score for your high score list is like 2.2 million.
Yeah, pretty much 2.2. So there you go. That's how you get the most out of Incinerate. I can't mouse over it. I was like
Incendiary Strike.
Incendiary Strike. I'm like, I keep wanting to say different things. But there you go. It's like, can you take it for builds that aren't that strong? Yes. Will it be beneficial? Yes. Will it be more beneficial than other mods you can take? Debatable. But I only like taking it when I know that it is going to give me a large amount of benefit. I like min-maxing my talents. That's what I do.
Especially when you're mod hungry in a build like that.
Yep. So, regardless, I hope you enjoyed the build. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If you disagree, I'm sure you're going to let me know all about it in the comments, because you always do.
It's okay, Lee. Deep breath.
And on that note, see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.